We have 6,800 gold. We'll spend some of it. And here we go. First pick is Castle Vantress. It's a good card in a blue deck. I'm not crazy about it as a first pick. However, both of these are strong. Sir Kara and Sir Alan. Which one do we like better? I don't know. Interestingly, I do not have LSV's initial evaluations here. I wonder what happened there. And I see now. Oh, okay. So I see now that okay. So I'm having trouble with the streams here, but I do see that the cardboard live is working. Okay, that is great. Complete with Deathsea's evaluations. Terrific. I'm very pleased about that. Okay, so let's take a look. So he gives Sir Kara an 8, and he gives Sir Alan also an 8. So which do we like better, red or white? And there's nothing else here that comes even reasonably close. Trapped in the Tower, maybe. I'm going to flip a coin. So if it comes up heads, I'm going to take Sir Alan. Give me a moment while I flip. Heads it is. Sir Alan is our pick. Okay. And there's no great follow-ups in either of those colors, so that's fine. Enchanted Carriage is catching my eye. I'm kind of liking that. Pixie is also good, but it's red and blue, so I'm a little bit more concerned about that. The others here are fine, but nothing to write home about. I'm going to take the Enchanted Carriage. And we're going to be needing some more early drops, obviously. Okay, Revenge of Ravens is strong in most decks. Lucky Clovers is obviously good in our adventure decks. The Golden Egg. Black and White is not a bad thing. And I'm actually going to, before I proceed any further, I'm going to move the stream over now before we get too far. Okay. Black and white is a thing. The egg and the clover will keep us a little bit more open, but the Revenge of Ravens is such an oppressive card. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. Okay, so this is a fine follow-up in white. Is Sir Alan a knight? He is. So we could end up in black-white knights. So the Youthful Knight would help us there. The Golden Egg is good in almost any deck. Forever Young is fine as well, but I feel like it's likely to come back. I'm thinking Golden Egg is probably the safer pick here. I feel like Youthful Knight is something we may be seeing again. But the Searing, you know what? The Searing Barrage is absolutely serviceable removal. I think I'd like to take that. Okay. So in our possible colors, Fox is good, Legion is good. I think I like the Fox, especially since we already have one carriage. So I think Flutter Fox is what we want here. Okay, that's exactly what we're going to do. Reef Soul is nice. with power 3 or less. Pretty sure that's going to be our pick. 7 dwarves. There was one draft that I did a week or so ago. I kept passing up 7 dwarves, and there were about 7 of them that I ended up passing. It was not to be, obviously. I think Reeve Soul is what we want here. Okay, here, really not a whole lot, really at all. Rally for the Throne. Maybe I think I would rather take something else. Possibly the So Tiny, possibly the Scarecrow. I think So Tiny, just in case blue suddenly opens up. This is a perfectly okay white card. Fling doesn't excite me. The Secret Keeper is fine if we're in blue. We have a couple of nice white cards, so I think the Squire is what we want. Okay, Dummy is good. The Swordmaster is fine, especially if we end up in the Knight's deck, and we might be on our way there. So far, only the one Knight, so I think that the Swordmaster has more upside for us. Okay, nothing here of great interest. Maybe the Ritual. I think I like the Ritual a little bit better than the Shining Armor. So let's try that. Okay, clearly nothing here. We'll take the Secret Keeper to go with the other picks that we've made so far. Beloved Princess, almost certainly not going to make our deck. And neither will that, nor that. Such a strange card. Such a strange card. We could take another carriage. Isn't that interesting? Maybe we'll do that, actually. Another Flutterfox is fine. The Spinning Wheel is not bad. This is tough. Alright, since I'm not seeing people here, I'm going to take a look at some of Deathseed's ratings. So let's see. The Enchanted Carriage, he gives a C. I'm not sure what the C stands for. Oh, I know what it stands for. That was not 8. We have A's, B's, and C's. Okay, he gives Ironcrag Feast an F. I'm not surprised. Flutterfox, he gives an A. I may go with another Flutterfox. I think a lot of carriages is probably not what we want, especially at that slot. The Spinning Wheel, I'm curious. Let's see how he likes the Spinning Wheel. He gives that a C also. Sure, let's take another Flutterfox. Gingerbread is okay. The Shieldbreaker is okay if we go over into... this is a strong green card. It's a little late to start speculating into another color, so I'm not too sure about that. Yeah, and really not a lot of good choices here. I'm tempted to just take the Gingerbread. Provisions, the Witches, again, the Knight thing. We only have the 2 Knights so far, so the Barrow Witches does not look terribly appealing at this time. Sure, I'll try the Gingerbread. Oh boy. Maybe the Golden Egg at this point. Let's take a look at what we've got. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 solid white cards. We have 1, 2, 3 solid black cards. We have a couple of okay blue cards, 1 okay red card. So white and black are still looking better, but in this pack it seems to have dried up some. We could hedge our bets with some of these others, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Glass casket. Okay, that's serviceable removal, so that's nice. Do we like it better than the Venerable Knight? I think for right now we do. This, of course, is good in the foods deck. We clearly are not moving in that direction, at least not yet. I think glass casket is what we want. Righteousness, no thank you. Knight of the Keep, not great. The theft, not crazy about it. I think the jousting dummy, maybe. It's a perfectly fine 2-drop. Let's do that. And these will help our flutter foxes also. The unicorn is also perfectly serviceable. I think we may take that. If we splash blue, which we could do, this is likely to be a 2/2. I think the unicorn is probably a safer choice. Is that correct or not? I kind of like the giant skewer. It's a little expensive, but the upside I feel is decent. Let me see what Detsy says about giant skewer. He gives it probably a C. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Another unicorn, not so interesting. Let's see what our curve is looking like so far. I'm going to take the off-color things out. Sure, I'll take the roving keep. I'm not crazy about it, but I've seen it do good work. These are all terrible. Maybe memory theft. I really don't like it. The shining armor. Sure. I doubt that it'll see play though. And I have similar doubts about all of these as well. The provisions, the bartered cow. I mean, this is the bartered cow is just embarrassing. We're going to just take the dispute for our sideboard, because what the heck. This is all junk. I'm certainly not going to play more than 1 roving keep, but I guess a second one is more likely to be played than those others. Wow. I guess I'll take this thing now, and a righteousness, and another princess. Not cool. Okay. The Ardenvale is not awful. If we were heavier into black, this would be a thing. Heavier into red, I mean. So I feel like the Cauldron or the Legion is what we want. I think I like the Legion a little bit better. How are we on 3-drops? We have 0 3-drops. So I think that's what we're going to take. Don't like it as a pick right now, but here we are. And before I do that, let me check something real quick. Okay. Yeah, Lost Legion, sure. Not exciting, but here we are. Bog Naughty. That's really interesting. Okay, there are some perfectly okay cards here. I could take another Flutter Fox. The Guide Mother is fine. The paladin is okay, not exciting, but okay. The witch is also okay, but not exciting. We don't have any food synergies, so a 3/3 flyer for 5. I don't think so. Could take that. No, I don't think so. So I think it boils down to the Guide Mother, the Flutter Fox, or the Paladin. We already have 2 Flutter Foxes. I think the Guide Mother is what we want. I could be wrong about that, but here we are. Let's check something real quick. Aha, I see a familiar name. That's all I'm going to say right now. The Paladin. How are you, old sickback, my friend? I seem to be heading towards a black and white deck, but it's fairly unremarkable, as you can see. I'm gonna lay out the cards so you can see what we've got a little bit better. Shambling Suit. Yeah, we do have a fair number of artifacts here. We have the Keep, the Carriage, an Egg, a Dummy, a Ginger Brute. Maybe. Other possibilities are not very attractive. Do you like the suit better than another jousting dummy? Let me see what Shambling Suit. So Deathsea gives that a D. And Deathsea gives the jousting dummy. Hello. There we go. Where are we? I'm trying to highlight the jousting dummy. I'm failing. I'm willing to go with that. I'm not so much enamored of the other stuff that I'm willing to really argue with you. I think Forever Young is what we want here. There's also a Shepherd of the Flock. I like a Forever Young. I also like the Shepherd. I feel like Forever Young is probably going to be a little bit better for us. What would your choice be? And here's another dummy, of course. I think the Forever Young. If there are no thoughts, that will be my pick. Let's see if we can get anything better. There's a Foreboding Fruit. I'm happy to pick up one of those as well. Sure, let's do that. At this stage, I think the Scalding Cauldron. We don't have a whole lot of removal. And of course, it helps our foxes. So I think we will go with that. We already have a ritual. I don't know that we're going to play it. I think the Tempting Witch is probably what we want here. And we are heading towards the end. Another dummy is okay, I guess. The alternative is the Signpost Scarecrow, which is pretty unexciting. Although we do not have any 4-drops in the creature department. We do have a few in the 5. I'm going to pick up another dummy. Weapon rack, no thanks. Provisions. I think the crashing drawbridge. Or a once in future for my collection. Let's take the drawbridge. Tournament grounds. If we had more knights, I'd say sure, but I think another tempting witch is probably what we want. Boy, I have enough dummies here to fill up a department store. Sure, let's take another. I already have the one witch. And at this point, I think the Knight of the Keep is what we're going to take. Nothing here, and nothing here. Yep, I agree with that. Okay, so we need to cut 9 cards. Beloved Princess are pretty cuttable, I think, as is Righteousness. The drawbridge, I don't know. Casket is good. Shining Armor, I'm going to cut for now. The Golden Egg is not too relevant for us, since we're playing only 2 colors, but I'll keep it in for the moment. The Silver Flame Ritual, I don't know. If we have a lot of creatures, then maybe. We have 18 so far. I feel like 2 witches is probably not what we want. I'm going to cut 1 for now. I do like the Skewer. Call me crazy. The Crashing Drawbridge. Are we really that aggro? I don't really think so. Let me cut it for the moment. I have no flying creatures. I have hardly any. I have the Guide Mother and, by golly, that's it. The Flutter Foxes, assuming that they get there, which is reasonable. I feel like cutting the Ritual, 1 dummy, and that's 1 more that we'd like to cut. Excuse me. Interesting, because I just went to a real-life draft last night, and I ended up in black-white. One more cut. We have 15 creatures. I think I'd like to keep all the creatures that are here. Maybe the Golden Egg. Maybe the Ginger Brute. Maybe, baby, I'll be true. Maybe, baby. Or I could keep 41 cards. Yeah. All right, this is our deck. It's to call it unexciting is an understatement. So I'll give it a few seconds if anybody has any last-minute tweaks. And failing that, we'll give it a try and see if we can't do anything. All right. And away we go. Mox Bolus Tezzeret. Indeed. This is okay. We can start with our Flutter Fox, follow up with the Shambling Suit, draw some... Oh, that's not the card draw. Alright, we're going to keep this. It's not great, but it is... I think it's a clear keepable hand. And we will see how things transpire. So, Old Sickpack, how do you feel about the new bannings? I for one, am glad that the Oko deck has been nerfed. Gingerbread, woohoo! Okay, our Shambling Suit will come out. They banned Oko, they banned Once Upon a Time and Veil of Summer. You know, the green counter spell. Next turn, we can play our Revenge of Ravens, which is terrific as a fourth turn thing. Slow down his attacks even more than we already have. Sure, I'll let it through. I'd rather not lose my one artifact. Okay. We will send everybody in. And hope that it does not have a whole lot more in the way of adventure benefits. And we can always buff one of these if we need to with our own guy. Ugh, that's not good. Too bad. Green got very much nixed, and they did that on purpose. If you read the discussion that they have, they make it clear that green was just too much. Why is he bobbing to attack with his Gingerbread? Okay, so... sure, let's play this. Let's play Forever Young. Let's get our guy back. Let's play our Flutterfox. And our Gingerbread. No good attacks, so we will pass the turn. Wicked Wolf. Good card. Wonder if he has any food stuff going on in his deck. So what's it going to be? Mox Bolus Tezzeret. Ye of the many names. He's gonna get a couple of knights. Okay. And he's gonna play his guy. Good for him. So he will probably attack with his wolf. Or not. Sorry? Sorry, what's the B? Do I place only on arena? And I'm going to hold back the Silver Flame Squire as a battle trick against his guys. If I can maintain a reasonable board state, I can hit him for lethal, but that's a lot to ask for, I think. Okay, sorry, not sure what you're saying the yes to. As we know, ooh, not cool. So now's a good time, I think, to do that. And he is not indestructible. Trouble is now it makes him a bad blocker, but that's alright. He may opt not to attack anyway because of my revenge, and that's fine. That's not what I wanted. He is taped out. That doesn't do me a whole lot of good, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3. We'll just send him in. And let's play our Squire. Why am I paying 2 mana for that? That's weird. Oh, because it is 2 mana. Duh. Why did I think it would cost only 1 white? I don't know why I thought that. Well, he still has a unicorn that he can bring out. Ooh, that's a good card. Revenge of Ravens could do it for me. I'm hoping he is not running any removal. How many knights do I have? None, I think. Alright, let's attack with our guy. And I guess we'll just play our lifelink guy. I have no knights. Isn't that funny? So, sure, let's just play him for as a child of night and be done with it. If I can get close enough, I can start going in with him. Not all of them. Some of them are. Sorry, what am I waiting for? Ooh, good for him. I'm going to take a big hit here. And he will draw a card. So he has a unicorn and he has his flyer. And whatever he just drew. Okay, another flutter fox is nice. What do you think? If I go in with the ginger brute as well, yeah, I think I should do that. Puts him on a 2-turn clock. Oh, but he has a haste creature. He has his own ginger brutes. So never mind on that. And let's just send him in. I can always sack these for life, I guess. So that'll slow things down. Has he got a battle trick? He does. Not quite. But he gives him another battle trick, which is very strong. Yeah, I will certainly play this fox. Okay, so he's going to send in more guys. Okay, next to damage. And sure, let's play our fox. He's going to give 2 more creatures flying, but I will gain life. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we end the turn. I know that I do have some. That I have some removal in this deck. I'm just not seeing any of it. I have a glass casket. I have a cauldron. I have a reef soul. Where can they be? No, I can sack my own guy for food also, as food if need be. Yep. That's interesting. What is he tapping additional mana for? Okay. I see. Okay, so I have to block one of them. Okay, so be it. I guess I'll block him. I guess I'll block him to avoid the card draw. So... should I cash in food? I don't think so. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, let's send in our fox. I could also send in him to gain a little bit more life and kill one of his guys. I'm actually kind of liking that. What do you think? Other creatures? 1, 2. He's mostly tapped out. If I send in everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If he blocks all of them, it clears his board. For the most part. What do you think? Attack with everybody? And I can follow up, of course, with the carriage. Any thoughts out there? There goes one rope. Let's see, he can play either. Yeah. That is exactly what I was thinking. Oh, my friend is impatient. Interesting. Okay, good for him. Okay, and before damage, clearly I have to sack my Ginger Brute, because he's going to die anyway. Oh, I can't. Okay. Okay, and let's play this guy. And we are done with our turn. This guy's going to be annoying. Alright, I need some more creatures. Boy, he's playing a bunch. Can I do anything? No. A dummy? Better than nothing. I do not have any good attacks, I don't think. He's gonna play that guy. How are we looking on our deck size? I have 23 cards, he has 22 cards. So if we go forever, then he'll get milled. Swing with a 4/4, but he has Death Touch. Yeah, I think so. And if he decides to swing with him, I can block and pump. And he can still play his... Interesting that he chose to play that instead of his unicorn. Okay, so we're going to equip. We're going to crew our guy. We're going to block him and him, and I'm going to pump him. And that should be good. So I'm not sure why he did that. Yeah, still no good attacks. I think he must have forgotten about the enchanted carriage. Maybe he's gonna gain a bunch more life. So we are, this is not over by any stretch. There's his unicorn, so he's back up to 8, so that makes things a little tough. Can't attack with that. And I do have a good blocker here. I would very much like to draw a creature, I think. So, Mr. Tezzeret, Mox Bolus, what you gonna do? That's fine. The scry is very welcome. All lands go to the bottom. Reef Soul is fine. And we pass. Okay, he still has no good attacks. Reefs, whoops. Not so fast, my friend. So this is power 3 or less. I could get rid of him and then trade with a bunch of his creatures. I don't know that I like that. I think I need to sit and wait. I mean, if he brings out a decent flyer or something, then sure. Ooh. All right. He's getting rid of the shambling suit, I guess. Okay. I feel like you still don't have good attacks, my friend. I have 18 cards, or rather, he has 18 cards. I have 19 cards. Boy, this game is really turning into... Well, do you think I have any good attacks? I can get rid of one thing. I could Reef Soul this and send in this guy. He'll trade for a couple of creatures. And I have this guy as an okay blocker. Do you think that's a reasonable line? I mean, I'd rather have another creature or two. Okay, if I do that, if I send in the carriage, he will double block with, say, these two. That will leave him with the 1/1 flyer and the 1/3. I will have the 2/3. And these two mice. And then he could still just as well find the Guide Mother. I'm gonna let it go. Yeah. Six and 8, 9. I have 9 lands. He has 9 lands. Okay. As games go, this one is pretty ho-hum. We need some exciting stuff to happen. That's not what I had in mind. Alright. So be it. Interesting. Do I trade with him or do I take? So I go to 5. I'm gonna go to 5. Outmuscle was a good draw for him, and this is an even better draw for me. 6. Let's see. 7, 8, 9. Crew in response. Sorry, don't know what you mean, but I'm going to play this fellow. And Who would you recommend I resolve, or again, just hold? I'm going to hold. See what he does. I'm not happy about that. Too bad this isn't an instant. There's the Guide Mother. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, I think that is game. Alright, I can't do anything about that. So yep, that's game. I guess I could have read his soul earlier. Why is he bothering? That's just a waste of time. Alright. Let's see if we can do anything differently. Anybody out there want to take a look at our deck before we proceed forward? If not, I will move it along. Hello, Joe. Good to see you, my friend. We have here a very unexciting deck. So we do have a turn to play, but I obviously need a plains to make any of these other things happen. I have a lot of 2-drops in this deck. Minutes of delay, sending at 5:25. You're saying you have 5 minutes of delay? Is that what you're saying? That doesn't sound right. I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah, this is definitely better. Yep. And we will send back a swamp. I don't think I have any double. 30 seconds isn't too bad. Sure, we'll send back a swamp. Ginger Brute. Alright, I'll see your Ginger Brute. On the other hand, he wins the race, but sure, let's keep going. Monitor, that's annoying. I could play the Squire, but I think I'd rather save him for better value. And I don't mind taking one in the meantime. Well, that's just not nice. I guess we'll block and cash him in. could play either a 1-3 or a 3-2. I think I like the 3-2 a little bit better. So Joe, what do you think of the standard bannings? Ugh, not cool. Yeah, I am so happy about it. Really am. I could send him in for 5, I guess. Or get rid of this guy. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Either way, I'm going to pump him. Clear away his stupid blocker. So tiny. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Really? Really? No. I guess the suit and the squire. Let's do the squire first. Doesn't much matter. And let's see what he does. This could be a very fast series, my friends. One more lands and he can start playing these behemoths. Not much help here. I guess we can do a little bit of a life thing. Let's see, is it worth attacking? Not really. I think foreboding fruit because I need to get some lands for this guy. And I'm gonna pay the adamant in order to get the fruit. Okay, sure. The Reef Soul, it's a little too late. And we'll pass the turn. And I can gain a little bit of life. Not going real well here, folks. And he's gonna start playing. Or he's gonna do these. That's strange. Boy, these unblockable gingerbroods are just annoying. Interesting. 1 second, my friends. Sorry about that, my cat was doing some very disruptive things here. Okay. I guess, the claw and try to take it back to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 7. And he's gonna, you know, this is pointless because he's gonna start playing those other big guys. Do I have any better plays? I don't think so. I need this to be one less. I should kill the brute. I would love to. If you have any suggestions on how to do that, I am all ears. Alright, let's just do it because I'm not seeing any better plays. Sure, let's go ahead and do this, gain a little bit of life. Right. And do I have any good attacks? Not really. We have two cats here, and one of them is just so insane. Alright, after this game I'm gonna take steps in order to really deal with this stupid cat. I could play the Rove Keep, but he still has this damn thing, and I'll tell you, I'm tempted to just concede. I don't see any way out of this. I guess the lifelinker. I'm not seeing anything else. I'm gonna have to chump block one of these guys. I have him for that. Yeah. Brings me to 2. Will Glass Casket take care of this Ginger Brute? He does not have Trample, right? So... yeah, really not getting any help here. It would, but too little too late. I'm gonna just concede. And bear with me one moment, my friends. Okay, I just needed to deal with our incredibly wacky cat. All right. We're going to go on to our third game. Joe, do you want to look at the deck before we do anything? Because, you know, maybe you'll see something that I and my and the rest of my support team have been missing. Okay, let's take a look. All right, so here's the deal. I'm pleased that... Wait a minute. So I thought my cardboard live overlay was working, but now it doesn't seem to be. Let me check on the other monitor. All right, maybe it's working during gameplay. Okay, any comments before we go into our third game? I would hate to have this as an 0-3 run, but it's entirely possible at this rate. I kind of like the skewer because it buffs, it buffs our creature. Yes, it's clunky and expensive, but it buffs our creature. We don't have any really great creatures, and it does give us the food tokens. If you have something that you think would do better for us, then let's hear it. Having said that, well, we haven't even seen it yet in play. So the white spell, the ritual. Consider we only have 15 creatures. Is that the white spell you're talking about? All right, well, let me move the... All right, well, again, I'm willing to try it because obviously the deck hasn't been doing so great for us as it is. Again, that slot hasn't shown up yet in either of those two games. Any other suggestions with your expert analysis? If not, then we'll go back and try it out in game 3. Okay. Let's give it a go. Let me just double check something real quick. So we do have our 40 cards. Yeah, okay. We have 9 white mana sources and 8 black. The drawbridge and the extra dummy. It's possible. What would you cut for them? I know that one of my other friends, I wouldn't say very much, but he thought that the shambling suit was okay in this deck. So let's put them in. And while we're at it, I could play a second roving keep, but I don't think that's a good idea. What would you take out? I think the forever, I'm not seeing other things that I'm so keen on taking out. The drawbridge gives guys haste. Okay. Okay. So let's go with what we've got. We have changed the ritual in for the skewer. Let's give it a try. Perhaps we can post a win. It's too bad you opted not to draft last night. The median age of the pod was lower than usual. I think I have to keep. I'm one land away from helping my fox. It's not great, but it's okay. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with an odd number pot. Well, yeah. there's a buy-in every round. I hear that. If I were on the draw, I would be more inclined to mulligan, but on the play, I dislike it. Thoughts on mull or keep? I mean, if I were by myself, I would keep this. It is a bad hand on the play. But again, mulliganing while I'm on the play is not my favorite thing to do. You know what? Clearly we don't have a good deck, so high risk, high reward. This is actually substantially better. I am going to keep these, and I'm going to bottom the Grange. It doesn't much matter. I'm going to bottom one of the lands. I don't think it matters. Yeah. It's conceivable that I draw a whole bunch of planes to start. Alright, let's start with... as we said, a bunch of lands. A bunch of planes, rather. See, Joe, you should have come earlier, because you obviously give me good karma. At least so far. Karma Chameleon. Wonder what he's thinking about. Mr. Fat Benny Mac. Okay. So let's attack. And sure, let's play our Child of Night. I sure hope so. If they're damaged, you get to send them back and request replacements. That's interesting. He has double strike. So am I better off? No, because he can still kill both. He can kill that and then kill that. So I'm going to make him unblockable. And send in. Let me know how that goes. Alright, so if he does nothing, I will take 2 on the next turn. And next turn, I feel like Ravens is probably my next... Oh boy. Alright, well, this is a perfectly fine trade. Yep. Forever Young, that's not what I need. Alright, let's... counter would help. I'm going to do the revenge, because I'd rather be able to get a counter on more creatures if I can. Yeah, this game is not shaping up as well as I had hoped. Mono red. Okay, that's probably going to be hard to deal with. It already is. Not cool. Nah. Let's hope for the best. That's not what I needed to hope for. The Garrick deck. So I ended the stream with 3-2 or something. But then when I finished it off, no. Let me tell you after my turn. So I think Forever Young is what I have to do because, gosh. Hello, Cheap Pork Online. 3-0, that sounds right. And I'll tell you about the results of that after. Oh, this is terrible. Alright, I'm going to submit 0, and I'm going to draw a card because this is just awful. Glass Casket is fine. With converted mana, cost 3 or less. So I guess I'll do this guy. And should I bother to block? No. Okay, so I was 3-0. I went back like late that night when I was able to get back to it, and I lost 3 games in a row. One game I lost to Oko, which came out on turn 3. Another game I lost to... Really? Yeah, whatever. Another game I lost to an insane Ginger Brute. And the third game to something else I can't remember. But it was also kind of a short game. Yeah. Should I block? I'm not going to block. I'd rather block and get some food benefits. So the Silver Frame Ritual, Joe, I hate to say this, right now I'd much rather have the Skewer than the Ritual, but just saying. Yeah, and that's not helping me. Alright, so I could give... I'm going to do it. I'm going to play this. I can at least block this damn guy effectively. Boy, what a waste. Any removal, and that's the end of it. Vigilance, sure. So let's play the Adamant. Yeah, it does, but I don't see that I have a whole lot of options right now. Anyway, so that's what happened with the Garrick draft. Yep. And I can't even sack him for food. Should have played the land in order to deal with that possibility. Okay, my bad. I need a decent creature. That wasn't it. Boy, what an ignominious end to this draft series. There is nothing. That's not true. I could get a. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, there's nothing I can draw that. That would have helped. except there are no targets. All right, you get your good game. That was just awful. That was really awful. Wow, embarrassing. Prizes. Hardly any prizes at all on this one. Anything good? Let's see if we got anything good. Ayara? Okay. Okay, this was a short and horrendous draft, everybody. I wish I could have given you a better show. Today's Monday. Next cup is Wednesday. I will be streaming again on Wednesday. I certainly hope I'll be able to bring something better than we had today. So, before we go anywhere, sure, let's go ahead and set up a raid. Okay. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so 5 fingers. And then I will say, fare thee well, everybody. And stay safe. Enjoy your gaming. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. Take care, everybody.